Reduce. Check. We will close the door now. Nobody enters. Morning, everybody. Whenever you sit in this classroom and also in the auditorium right now to maintain the social distancing, please make sure that you leave one seat and then you are seated. Okay. Every time when you are seated in any of the programs now onwards, it will make sure that we have sufficient number of seats are there. All right. So excited? Yes. First day. So I see all girls this side, all boys this side. Isn't it so amazing? Can we change that? Can we change it now? Yes. So one boy from this side, one girl from this side. Come on, come exchange quickly. Okay, that will not. I don't want anybody lock the door. Come for the tomorrow. You are late for the session today. Stay outside. Lock it really. Lock it from up. Hold it. Come on quickly. Or I'll give you numbers. Start your numbers. 1. Say 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 35, 38. Let the numbers continue. All odds this side, all even this side. Numbers continue. Keep continuing. Come on quickly. All odd this side, all even this side. Even if you don't take your numbers, I will shift them. The candidates will have to take care of the attendance. Every attendance needs taken down. You can take the list of all the reported students and then they are not reported. Come on quickly. This session is also live. All right. So once again, welcome to all of you to BMS College of Commerce and Management. You have been listening to me for some time now, isn't it? Yes, sir. You all know me? Yes, sir. All right. Very good. So I've been talking about why communication is important. Communication is important. You need to talk. You need to speak, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes, sir. So I'll make this session a lot more interactive. It's not that only I am going to talk. It's you guys who are going to talk as well along with me. Okay. Now, whenever we talk about communication, we always talk about few things, and I'm going to take only one aspect of communication today, which is very, very important. Okay. So when we see a half-filled glass with water, what do you say that? What do you say? Half-filled glass water or half-empty glass water? Isn't it? Why do we call that? Whether you see the glass which is half filled or some of you see it half empty. Nothing wrong in that. Why isn't it wrong? Because when we talk about communication, when we talk about anything that we try to speak out or express, it is something which you actually perceive. That is something which you would like to express yourself, whatever you have seen or whatever you have felt about it. So anybody who says that it is half filled glass water or half empty glass water is not wrong. It's all about the perception of a person that makes you feel whether it's half filled or half unfilled glass of water. Okay. Now I will show you some pictures and you will have to tell me what does it look like. It is, nobody is wrong, nobody is, everybody would be right for that matter, but at least I can assure you that nobody is wrong. And I want you all to speak out what you see in those pictures so that we can understand what we are talking about here. So what do you see in the picture here? Can you all see this? Can everybody see the picture clearly even sitting at the back? Why don't you all also sit down? Now nobody will come, so don't worry. What do you see in the picture? Can you see something on this slide? Can you all see something on the PPT? What is there? Reflection of Okay, somebody, it is reflection of a cat. Okay, what else do you see there? A lion. Okay, what else do you see there? Mirror. That's all. I need some creative ideas coming into picture. Everybody sees there is a cat, there is a lion, there is a mirror. Can you connect those and tell me what do you see? We appear the way we look ourselves. Very good. Yes. Very good. So it's all about the perception of the cat that they think that they are looking like a lion, isn't it? So everybody who saw a cat there, a lion there, a mirror there, and it's your perception, it's your thinking, what did you wanted to see in the picture? Somebody saw only the cat, somebody saw the lion, somebody saw all three of them, but then what makes a lot of sense is that we saw a cat who is thinking, I am a lion. Okay, or you can also say that even if you are a cat in your life, do not behave like that. Treat yourself like a lion. Be like a lion. Okay, so everybody, whoever said whatever is perfectly fine. Let me show some more pictures to you. There are a few words and there's something written over there. What do you understand by this? I only said that. What do you see here now? What do you see here now? I understand. All of you saw that? Somebody saw stand, somebody saw I, somebody saw one line. Now, your perception is changing the way I wanted it to. Isn't it? I showed you a way. Now you're looking forward for that and then you're giving me those answers. And that's really nice. Let's see something more. Turn around. And now it's getting simpler, isn't it? Turn around. Man on board. Okay. What else do you see here? What else it could be? Man overboard, isn't it? And then there are many more creative answers which I have been listing. I am not getting it from all of you. Are you all shy speaking out? Okay, so man overboard is something which I could see here. What is this? Just between you and me. Okay, yes? What else it could be? What else it could be? Just you and me, isn't it? Yes, very much. Come on, I need something more creative and more fun over here. Yes, these are two words which you can always see, but I've seen more creative answers coming up. What is this? Hitting under the belt. Okay, very good. Can you all see that? Now let me change something. Few more. Let me come to pictures. 100 rupees to that person. Okay. Yes. Can you observe this picture now? What do you see in the picture? How many of you see an old lady there? Just raise your hand. Old lady, old lady. Young lady, all men. So all of you see a young lady. How many of you see young lady? How many of you see old lady? How many of you see both? Okay, only one. Only one sees both. Do we have a young and an old lady both in the picture? It's only a young lady or an old lady? Young lady? Okay, so anybody who sees the young lady, can you come and explain where is the young lady here? Come on quickly. Nothing wrong. Come and show me the young lady. What's wrong in that? Get up and come and show me. Young lady. What did you see? Young lady. Come, show us the young lady. You can just draw it over there on the picture. Okay. So the black hair is there. Okay. Very good. Very nice. So she's turning that side. All right. Good. You see old lady. Somebody saw old lady from this side. Come on. Yes. Show me the old lady. Okay. That's the nose. Yeah. The scarf or something. The stole is there. Very good. Come sit down. So all those who were able to see young lady and the old lady, I'm going to show you something now to you and you'll understand. So this is the young lady who is there in the picture. If I go back to the picture, you can see that. See this? And this is the old young lady. Okay. I'm going to show you the old lady as well. This is the old lady there in the picture. So if you now see the picture, you can relate both young and old lady both. Do you all see both of them? How many of you could see both now? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. Still some of them are not able to see both? No problem. We'll go to some more pictures. Let's see what do you see in that. Yes, so now you need to tell me what do you see in these pictures? Okay. Somebody is playing a guitar or a musical instrument. What else do you see? An old lady and a young lady. Young lady is also there? Okay. Come on, there are many more things in that. What else do you see? Quickly. A girl listening at the back. Very good. Yes, there is a girl listening at the back. What more is there in the picture? A guitarist, a person is playing a guitar. Okay. A lady with a turban or something like that on the head, right? Okay. Old lady and a old man. Come on, I have got a lot more answers on this. Curtains. Where is the curtain? Okay. What else? Huh? The whole picture, you can see it as a whole. Okay, so the entire thing. So you're not very specific to one. Okay. What else do you see apart from the whole picture? Huh? Sorry? Water pot, the vase, the flower vase is what you are seeing. Very good. So what has happened is now you guys are looking at the picture with a lot of interest and you are trying to understand what more things are there. I know that there would be some difference in terms of clarity, but then more or less you can see that. What do you see here now?
Instrument.
A man is holding an instrument, an old man holding a saxophone. Is it? What else? And a girl's face. A beautiful girl's face. That's all? A bird. How many of you see the bird? Where is the bird? It's the eye of the girl, isn't it? This is very interesting. What do you see? Two horses, isn't it?
A young lady.
A young lady.
Birds.
Birds. Grass. How many birds are there? 5? 6? Okay. 8 birds are there? How many of you saw 8 birds? Come and show it. All the 8 birds. Very good. Okay. What has happened is, while searching for pictures, a lot of you have actually forgotten seeing the beautiful girl who is there in the photo. Isn't it? So now you guys are perceiving things the way I wanted you to see. Things which is very obvious, you are obviously seeing, but then you're getting into the detailing, you're getting into what more is there. And that's how when you communicate, when you express yourself, you need to get into detailing. I'll show you some more pictures and I'll come to a few more sentences which will make things much more interesting and you'll understand. Now, what all do you see in this picture? An old man, a girl, a dog, a bird, an arch, okay? The street, okay? Pillars, okay? Okay. There is an old man in this picture with his hands like this, folded. You all see that? That's the picture. And now you're seeing so many things in that. There are actually 2 old men in that. You see? Very good. Now, this is a very common one. They're all our freedom fighters and politicians and leaders. Can you see them? How many of them you can see? Come on, tell me the numbers. 9? 10? All right, there are 10 different faces over here. Now, you have seen a lot of pictures. You have started perceiving things the way I wanted you to see. And of course, you all were coming up with a lot of creative ideas. And that's how in communication, when you speak out, everybody has a different taste. Everybody has a different way of communicating. It's not that I need to copy somebody else. You have your own way of speaking, your own way of expressing things. But then what is most important today is how you perceive things. So I showed you only a picture and you started perceiving in a different way. That's how in every communication, whichever language you speak, you need to get into the detailing of the same. You need to get into understanding what exactly what I'm going to speak, because when you speak something and if you do not understand what is being spoken by you, or if somebody does not understand what you are trying to speak, your communication is of no use. Communication is a two-way process. So what I speak today, you should understand it at the end of the day. And that's why I'm going to show you some more sentences which will make you laugh, but then these are very common mistakes which people do. And on a daily basis, I get these applications, okay, from you guys who are students of my college and from my staff in previous organizations and all that, when I was working in a corporate, I've just brought across those sentences. It will make you laugh, but then you need to understand that when you write down something, when you communicate something, it is so important that the other person understands what you're trying to tell. So keep it simple, keep it straight, but then it should not be perceived wrongly what you're trying to say. Okay, so let's see this. All of you read out loud along with me. An employee applied for leave as follows. Since I have to go to my village to sell my land along with my wife, please sanction me 1 week leave. How I wish we can do that. So the employee here wants to take a days off and he's applying for a leave. Okay, he wants to go to his village and sell his land. But what is he selling along with his land? Why? Boys are so happy telling that. It's simple. He tries to say that I am going to my village along with my wife and I want to sell a piece of land which is there. So kindly grant me a day off, isn't it? Let's see another one. Leave letter from an employee who was performing his daughter's wedding. As I am marrying my daughter, please grant me a week's leave. So what do we tell on this? Shall I grant him leave or I shouldn't grant him leave? Because I don't know what to do, no? Now this you all will read together. Loud. I'll start and you can continue. Another employee applied for half-day leave as follows. Says, I have to go to the cremation ground at 10 o'clock and I may not return. Please grant me half-day casual. Do you understand what is being written over there? He is looking forward for a half-day leave for going to the cremation ground. But what is he telling? He'll go there, but he'll not come back. Then why do you need leave? Okay, let me bring something more. This is from my students. And you dare not do all that again. A leave letter to the headmaster. As I am studying in this school, I am suffering from headache. I request you to leave me today. Another one. This is very interesting. A candidate's job application. This is what you all do also. When you go for final placement, 3 years we will be doing communicate properly, speak, write properly, and that's how you write down. Whether you should get a job or not is in the hands of the employer. If they give you a job with this application, thank God you are out from this college. What does it say? This has reference to your advertisement calling for a typist and an accountant, male or female, and the application goes. As I am both for the past several years, and I can handle both with good experience after applying for the job or for the post. So here the person who is applying for a job wants to say that I am both a typist and an accountant, but he speaks out that he is a male and a female both. Today that gender is accepted and we have a category as well, but then it's not very relevant, but yes, at that point of time when we were looking forward for, it's different. But then yes, even today it makes a lot of humor. It makes things very complicated because it's not very clear what you're trying to speak. So when you're trying to communicate something, be very specific and be very clear. So I've been talking about communication. I'm talking about listening. Whatever I'm going to talk, whatever you speak out, the most important thing is that you should listen clearly, isn't it? So when you are listening to me properly, you will understand what I'm trying to speak. And when you understand, you will apply that accordingly. Okay. So what's written on the board now here? Who is Usain Bolt? Can anybody tell me who is Usain Bolt? Can you help me out distribute this? I'm distributing one handout. Just keep it to yourself and then think who is Usain Bolt. Just give few of them, no? Let them take one and pass to me. Don't start reading it, just keep it upside down, okay? Give it at me back. Just take one and pass remaining. Don't read it now. Please do not read it now. I'll give you time to read and then answer those questions. In the meanwhile, whoever knows who is Usain Bolt, you can tell me. He's an athlete, right? He's a 100-meter fastest runner, isn't it? And so is our physical education instructor also here. Don't read. I'll give you time to start because it's a rapid fire round and I don't want anybody to have undue advantage. Just keep the paper down. Once everybody has it, I will give it. Many faculties want to give them. Don't read right now. Give me one. You can give it to the faculty if they want. So Usain Bolt is the fastest 100-meter runner and he has won a lot of prizes for his country and he's known for his athletic skills. So what I am going to do today is I'm going to give you an activity which is again like Usain Bolt. You need to be fast. Okay, whoever does this the fastest is going to win and they are going to get a box of Ferrero Rochers from me. The box of chocolate from me by the end of the day today you are going to get it. Okay, only if you complete it the fastest. So it's a rapid fire round and it's 1 minute which I'll give it to you and time starts now. Come on, read your answers of the instructions carefully and then quickly answer what is given in this question. Please read it out carefully and then answer. Whoever is the winner, you could just tell me I'm the winner, stand up and tell. Quickly. Start reading. Your time has already started. 15 seconds is gone. Don't look. Okay. Come on, you need to be very quick. You know the answer. Faculties just keep quiet. Ten more seconds to go. Your time is up. But then I'll give you another 30 more seconds. Read out the instructions carefully and then answer. Come on, quick. You can't take so much of time. We generally do this activity in 30 seconds. 1.5 minutes done. No answers till now? Surprising. So I've extended another 30 seconds because by now I should have got at least one person who would have given me the answer. You have the answer? Stand up and tell. Nothing. Can't hear you. Take the mic and speak. Okay, stop. Everybody stop. We have an answer. Please stop, everybody. What, Kumar? Give it to him or let him speak loud. Speak loud, no problem. What is the answer? Sorry? Yes? Okay. Yes. What's your name? Sorry? Monish. So Monish has got it right. And what is right is what we will talk about now. Go back 2-3 minutes back. What did I tell you? 3 times, 4 times I said. It's a rapid fire round. I'm going to give you a paper. Read the instructions carefully and then answer the questions. Read the instructions carefully and answer the questions. Even in your question paper, it is written. Read the questions carefully and then answer. How many of you do that? Only one person amongst 150 people did that. Now, you have read all that? Go to question number 18. All the other 19 tasks are irrelevant and need not be done in order to be Usain Bolt. All you need to do is tear the paper and drop it on the floor, which he didn't do. Partly he did not do that because he didn't read that. So Manish is also not the winner there. You should have done it, no? I told if you are done, raise your hand and tell. Tear the paper and throw it on the floor and tell I'm done, I'm Usain Bolt. Now, we'll have to start another Olympics wherein people after the game will tell I ran and I was the first one. You did it before? Okay. So in communication, when we talk about the most important thing is to listen. If you listen carefully, you will understand what you have to speak. So everything that I was talking about today, I just gave you a perception about things. You started thinking in that particular way. I gave you an activity that you should listen properly to your instructions which is being given. Forget about instructions which is being given. Listen to your friends, your family, your faculty members properly, and don't only act. In a classroom, when we teach with a lot of effort. And if you just listen to what we are teaching to you, whether it is accounts or communication or business or BCA or computers, trust me, your 50% work is done. Why 50%? Because other 50% is something which you have to further do to complete that particular task. So if you want to communicate well, the first and foremost thing is start listening to what is being told to you. Listening is actually a process when you listen carefully, you understand things. But when you hear, you are just hearing to few things. You're not listening to it. Now, I'll give you an example. I know in last 1.5, 2 years of time, you would not have gone to a mall. But prior to that, have you ever gone? Have you gone there? Anybody has watched a movie at home only? Forget that. Anybody has watched a movie? Yes. Which movie have you watched? Godzilla. Okay. Very good. Do you remember anything from that movie?
No, sir.
You don't remember. So you are only watching. Or you don't want to tell what did you see?
I don't want to tell, sir.
You don't want to tell. Okay. All right. Do you remember a song? Any song?
No.
You don't remember any song? Jana Gana Mana, national anthem?
Yeah, I remember this.
You remember that, isn't it? Why do you sing it?
Because we are proud to be an Indian.
Because you are proud to be an Indian. So I changed that national anthem to your favorite song.
But not like it.
You don't like songs.
No. Just So you shouldn't compare, sir, with that song.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm not telling you to compare. I'm just asking, do you remember any song?
Yeah.
You remember any song
Yeah.
from a movie?
Yeah.
You remember, right? I'm not asking you to sing also.
Okay.
But do you remember the song which was playing in the mall when you went to the mall last time? Do you remember?
No, sir.
No? Anybody remembers? When you go to a restaurant, when you go to a mall, in the background there is some music which is being played. There is a song which is being played. We all listen to that, we enjoy it, isn't it? But do you remember that song? We don't remember. But you go to your movie, the favorite movie which you have gone, and then there is a song, probably you have heard it for the first time. But do you remember that song? Yes or no? You remember, because the difference between hearing and listening is that only. So if you are hearing me, the example was you are hearing me and you did not do the Usain Bolt activity properly. If you would have listened to me and would have thought about it, you would have read the instructions carefully. So that's a big difference between listening and hearing. So when you want to understand something, when you want to remember something, you will listen to that and you will not just hear. Hearing is just a physical process. We have ears that does not have a stopper like your nose or your eyes. You cannot close your ears. You can keep hearing a lot of things, but you listen to only those things which make sense to you, that makes you feel good about it and you want to remember that. Okay, and that's why whenever you are trying to communicate well and you want to develop your communication skills, you need to start the process of listening rather than just hearing things. Okay, and this is exactly what I told you right now. In communication, and with that I will leave you all. In communication, when we talk about 45% is what we talk about is called as listening skills. So all those who think communication is difficult for me, 45% of your job will be done only if you listen to us properly or to anybody properly. 30% is what you will speak. So that could be developed. Anybody could develop speaking because it's only 30% of what you communicate. 9% is your writing skills in communication and 16% is reading, which at any point of time, whoever says, I can't speak, I will not be able to communicate, 45% and 16% is in your hand. And that's like 60% of the things is in your hand. You can just learn it by doing those things. Writing and speaking is 40% of what you have to learn. And if you are able to do that, you can become an excellent communicator. And I'm sure everybody sitting in this room will be able to speak good and will be able to communicate. And for that, this is the crux. This is where you need to start with. Start listening to things properly than just be in hurry to start speaking out or writing or whatever it is. Okay, and that's why we did that Usain Bolt activity also, so that you can understand what was there in that particular activity. All right, thank you so much. That's all from my side today. In case you want to ask me any questions or you want me to tell anything, I can help you out with that before we start and go ahead with the next session. Anybody having any doubts, anything that you would like to ask me about the college, about your curriculum, about anything? No? No. So you're all ready and everything is clear with all of you, isn't it? Yes. So Manu sir, any doubts, any clarification about academics and all that? They all know everything. They don't have to give us estimate. You all know everything. Okay, thank you so much, and all the best to each one of you who are here for the program that you're choosing for. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure it was insightful. I'll now request Dr. Manu H. Nadi, Head of Academics, to address you.
Good morning, everybody. So my session here, it will be more about, I will act as a local guide for you today. So you're all new to the institution, you don't know where to go, what to do, what to wear. So there will be some questions. So I would like to answer those questions today. Okay, to begin with, as you all know, that your classes, the regular classes will start from 21st of October. So till that time, we have this orientation session, and post that we have some Dasera holidays, and in between we will get the schedule from the university, and we will share what is the exact pattern, or we are introducing the new education policy, which all of you know. So the new syllabus will be introduced, and even we are not aware of what is there in the syllabus. So once we get the syllabus, we'll share it with you people, and we will plan it accordingly. So I will address a few basic information which all of you might be needing if you're coming to the classes here. Like what will be your class timings? You know what time your classes will start? You know? Most of your classes, almost on all the days, your classes will start from 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1 is the first 3 sessions you will have. Then post that you will have a half an hour break, lunch break. Then again, based on the schedule that we make, a few days you will have your classes till 3:30. Some days it might go up to 4:30. Or on some odd days, you'll just have one session post lunch. So in a day, you will at least have 4 or 5 sessions. So that we will share it with you. The schedule will be shared with you. And where do you eat your lunch? That will be a question in your mind. Do we have a canteen in this building? Or where do we go for lunch, even if we bring lunch boxes from home? That might be a question with all of you. Do you have that question? Where do we eat our lunch? Okay, as of now, we are making some arrangements. We will make some arrangements, but till that time, you people are allowed to eat your lunch in your respective classrooms. Okay, that arrangements will be done very soon. Till that time, you can eat all your lunches in your respective classrooms. And if somebody is not bringing a lunch box, there are many eateries in Vivipuram area. I'm sure all of you are aware about it. So you can go around and come within the stipulated time. You will be given 30 minutes of time to eat your lunch. And what to wear, right? Well, that's one more question. What kind of attire are we allowed to wear? You all will get your uniforms. You will have to wear your uniforms on those days whenever you have presentations. You will have XCOM classes. You will have other subjects where you will have to give some presentations. So whenever you are told to wear uniforms, you will have to wear it. We don't have designated dates like you might have seen in few colleges. They will tell wear your uniforms on Mondays and Thursdays. So we are not going to do that. Whenever you have your presentations, Whenever you have your XCOM class as per the schedule, you people will wear your uniforms. What do you wear on the other days? Wear smart casuals. You can wear jeans, but not the ripped one, rugged one, or torn jeans. No, we will not allow that. You have to wear a proper jeans. If you want to wear, you can, or be in smart casuals. Even if you are wearing a t-shirt, let it be a plain t-shirt with a collar, preferably, or even if it is a polo neck, no wordings. I saw a few wordings on some of your t-shirts. It will not be allowed. And I saw a few people coming in their sandals today. This is the last day of coming to this institution in your sandals. All of you will have to wear shoes mandatorily. We will not allow you inside. In fact, the watchman himself will not allow you people inside the campus if you are wearing a sandals. So please remember that. Right? Any questions? And the college timings, as I told you, we are starting at 10 o'clock. The doors will be open from 9:30. So you will come before 10 o'clock, not at 10 o'clock, not after 10 o'clock. You must have seen me scolding few students already today that I will keep on doing if you come. So don't give me that opportunity. You will come here before 10 o'clock, and even when you have lunch break from 12:30 to 1 o'clock, get into the campus before 1 o'clock. Clear about this?
No faculty will allow this for the class.
Even if you come late, we will not open the doors. So you will waste half of your day. So if you are not inside the campus before 10 o'clock, till 12 o'clock, the gates will be closed. So 3 hours you will have to wait outside. So please remember that all of you have been used to online classes, and I can imagine in what all postures you would have sat in front of your laptops. So forget all those fun days, it's all gone. You will have to come to college, right? Okay, anything related to these things which I just spoke, if you have any questions, yes. Please cut your hair, trim, and boys, please shave or trim it. We will not allow you to, even if you keep a beard, keep it like this. It's nice. Okay, so moving on, there's one important information which I want to give. All of you have submitted your original documents to us. How many of you have taken a soft copy of that with you? Do you have a soft copy of all your original mark sheets?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please keep it with you because we will need it. You people will have to log into Bangalore City University website. When we tell you, you will have to upload all your original documents to the university portal, like your 10th, 12th mark sheets, your caste certificates, your transfer certificates, TC. If it has come to us directly, please contact Mr. Kumar. He will give you the TC. Take a snap of that, keep a soft copy with you. Okay, all your original documents you will have to upload. And when we send your information to Bangalore City University, we will take your mobile numbers and that will become your login IDs. So if you people are using multiple mobile numbers, or if somebody is used to changing their numbers frequently, please keep a dedicated number for Bangalore City University, because your mobile number will become your login ID. Okay, and with this login ID, you will have to log into Bangalore City University, upload all your details, and you will get almost all the correspondence from the university directly to on your mobile numbers. There are some instances that we didn't know that the results have been declared. The students will directly get to know that results have been declared. That communication will come directly to your mobile phone, the number with which you have registered. So please keep a dedicated number for university purposes. And all those who have still not submitted your documents, please submit it quickly. Once you get your second year PUC marks cards, please submit it to the office. Right? Anything relating to this, if you have a query? The website is bcu.ac.in. We will let you know about this. But once we get to know when you should upload these things to the university. Any questions? No? Okay. We have one more system which is very much in use since the inception of this institution. It is we have a mentorship, right? Each and everybody here, you will be allotted a mentor, a faculty mentor who will act as your local guardian in the institution. So after your parents, you know whom to go. You'll have a mentor, and your mentor will solve almost all the queries that you have in the institution. And all of you will have to, we will provide you with a mentorship book wherein you will have to fill all your details and everything related to your academic activities throughout your stay in this institution. Each and everything will be recorded in that book. Even if you apply for a leave, even that will be there in your blue book. So we will give you those blue books, and we will allot you mentors. So and then the process starts. Do you have any questions relating to this? Okay, there are a lot of academic activities that we do. There are extracurricular and co-curricular activities on which our faculty members will give a presentation. Also, we have collected your information and we have fed it in our software that we use, Optra. Okay, even for that, your mobile numbers will be the very important. So please keep a dedicated number for that. Okay, you will get the PIN and password to that number itself. And all of you will be given a college email ID. Okay, so you can use it for all the official correspondence. Okay. So I was telling that college has a lot of extracurricular and co-curricular activities. Apart from that, from the university level, we have few activities. Like in every semester, you will have a few activities which you will have to do mandatorily, for which you will be awarded marks. Like you will have to, from this year onwards, you will have to be necessarily get into either NCC, NSS, or any other social service activities. You will have to be a part of any sport, and then adding on to that, in the further semesters, you will have to do community services. You will have to do some internships. So all these activities are added to your curriculum. Earlier, it was optional. If somebody was interested in sports, he would have volunteered and they will represent the college. Now, it's not like that. All of you will have to be involved in one or the other activities. So make up your mind, think about it, where you want to get into. Till now, we didn't have a dedicated NCC unit in this institution. We are starting it from this year. So all those, is there anybody who has done B certificate or junior division NCC? Few guys are already there. You will be interested in joining our senior division wing. Have you done in Army or Navy or Air Force? Army, great. So we are starting an Army battalion from this year onwards. So you can always join our NCC. And we have a Red Cross Society, we have NSS, all those things you have heard from Principal Sir in his presentation. So, and we are going to give you some presentations relating to that. Okay, any other queries if you have relating to academics? If you have, please let me. No questions? Mobile phones. You can bring your mobile phones, but not use in the classroom. Okay. There was a time when we were strictly banning the mobile phones. No, we cannot do that. You can bring, but don't use it. If we find you using mobile phone in the classroom, forget that phone. That will be with us, or we will, what we can do with it. Okay, please let me know if you have any questions, or else I'll wind up. Please, once the classes commence, before that you will get all your ID cards. Wearing ID cards is a must. You can see all of us, your faculty members here, we are all wearing our ID cards. So even you people will have to wear your ID cards whenever you are in the campus. And wear it with pride. Show everybody that you belong to BMS. Okay, so show it with a lot of pride. Right. Thank you very much.
Associate Professor and Head of Corporate Communications to address.
Good morning to all of you. It's really nice to address you here on the orientation program, because once we start off with classes, it's going to be a very different scenario for both of us. So I would like to take this privilege and honor to actually introduce you to this corporate communication department. So before I go ahead, I would like to hear various voices from the students here. What do you think this department would do? Any idea? You've heard so much from Principal Sir on NEP. You've heard the word communication coming out pretty often and telling that it's very critical, it's the need of the hour, all said and done. Can you tell me what this department will do for you for these 3 years in this institution? You need to remove your mask so that you're audible.
Improve the communication.
Improve communication? Okay, that's self-explanatory. Anyone else?
If you go to hospital department, we can communicate with them.
You go to the corporate department and you will communicate better. Okay. Anyone else? I want to know how is it going to benefit the students here for the 3 years of you being here with us? Very nice. Okay, we'll come to that. Yes, anybody else?
I believe that the department will help us to communicate in a real business scenario when we go out of as a business professionals or any other, like we join an enterprise. That time, this department would have helped us develop the communication skills that we need for the output.
All right, that's really nice. What I really like is you all felt that the department actually enhances your communication. So yes, that's one of the most critical things that we do in this department, but that's not the only thing we do. Okay, so the other important thing is, I hope all of you know that we've been speaking quite often in our sessions that we are one amongst all the colleges in the city as well as the state to start off with the new education policy. And that's why this department takes care of your multidisciplinary courses that we will be offering you. Okay, so moving on. These are some of the things that corporate communication department caters to at BMS College of Commerce and Management. So the first thing is being placements, internships, your career enhancement courses, which is nothing but your various skill enhancement courses where we will be doing courses apart from your regular curriculum. Okay, so these courses are those which are industry specific and those which will create a niche for you where you will be better than the rest of them when you graduate from this college. Okay, so what we do is, it's not that we do it at the fag end of the year when you're 6 months or 3 months before graduating, but we do this right from the time you are part of this college, which is right now. Yes, so you must have been hearing that we have executive communication, we have global economic scenario, and various other skill enhancement courses which will be given to you where you will be participating and out of it. All right, and we will have industry expert trainers who will be coming here and taking these courses for you, and you will also be certified on them. Okay, I'll eventually move on to what are the various courses that we offer to you, but as of now, this is what you need to remember. Yes, so and the other things that we cater to is your seminars and webinars, because in this college, what we feel is it's not just you keep listening only to the faculties here, you need to also listen to people outside. Yes, you need to understand what's happening around you. You need to be aware about what's happening in the industry, in the market. What is it that you need to improvise yourself? So that is something we will always keep you upbeat on. We will always keep you towards what is trending right now. So we will have constantly webinars and seminars from various departments. And you will be, now that we have started off with the offline, we will be having guest speakers coming here almost like 3 times in the semester. We'll be having almost 3 to 6 guest lectures that will happen mandatorily for you. Okay, and we will have varied speakers from different phases of life who will come here and share their expertise with you. All right, so that's another exposure that we in this college very critically look at. And then industrial visits, yes. We have numerous industrial visits that happen for all the students. We feel that's also mandatory because you need to understand even the practicality of how industries function. So your seniors have gone to very companies, and it's not just product companies, or it's not just, taken to specific companies, but it is not in a very elaborate form. Okay, some of them have gone to the air cargo, some of them have gone to production units, some of them have gone to Unibic to see how the supply chain happens. So everything is diversified. Okay, so you will be getting exposed to each one of this based on your, maybe BCom would go, or you club up with someone else and go, but then you will definitely have these exposures. So these are some of the things that the corporate communication department will look at for you during your tenure here. Okay, so this is something that I would be taking care of for you, executive communication, and this is where you will be introduced to communication. Why communication is important? How is it going to make you feel better about it? Yes. So some of you may be thinking, I have my scores. How do I care even if I communicate or not? If you have your scores and you're not able to sell yourself across the interview table, you may, to the dismay, not even get a job for it, right? So even if you have an ocean of knowledge in your head, how will I know, or how would anyone know unless and until you're able to communicate it? Yes. So many of us sitting here can be wonderful personalities tomorrow, but that will be only when you showcase it. Yes, so we will be creating a platform for you in this executive communication where we'll be doing various communication activities, like you'll be having, let me talk about that when we meet in class. But this is going to create a platform for you where we feel that by the time you graduate from this college, you will not have the fear of coming on the stage and speaking yourself out. Okay, so it's not just you see us speaking. Tomorrow we would want a bunch of you volunteering that we would like to come here and speak. So once your seniors come back to college, once you get to meet them, you can definitely have a word with them and ask them how executive communication has definitely helped them and what they are today and what they were when they joined college. Okay. So this is another skill enhancement course or a career enhancement course that we look at. It's called the Global Economic Scenario. So we feel that it is very much necessary for you to understand economics. And we will be having Tariq sir, who's an economist and who has a lot of proficient knowledge in this department, who will be coming and taking these classes for you eventually as you move on to the next semester. And we will be having courses like Tally Prime. So once we start off with these courses, you will understand your seniors are already undergoing this. And we felt that this is the need of the hour. So we have we have NICT that is taking care of this, who are proficient and professionals in the Tally Prime course. So they're already doing that, and I guess they've already had their assessment and they'll be certified in Tally. So how is all these career enhancement courses going to help you? It's going to help you in your final placements, because now what we are observing is that when we call in for companies to come here to recruit our students, when you are part of it right now, they ask for certain mandatory certifications, okay, apart from your regular curriculum. So once you have these certifications, it makes you be more competitive and more in demand compared to those students who do not have these certifications. All right, so these are hand-picked and they are industry specific, like how I told you much before in my session, that we actually look at it very critically with the academic partners with whom we are tied up with. Now they're going to come here and speak with you in a while. We'll be having the vice president of team leads coming down to just speak with you all. Who's going to give you more clarity on what we actually do with them. Okay, so this is going to give you more insight on the various career enhancement courses that we offer. The other one is data science. We're offering this for the BCA students. So we felt that along with their curriculum, this is another skill enhancement course that is going to help them and equip them for the various competitive technologies that they need to be aware of. Advanced Excel, business data analytics, and digital marketing, IFRS. Yes, so these are some of the career enhancement courses that we are offering right now. But what we will eventually do is, now that we are moving on to a multidisciplinary kind of form of teaching, we are not going to restrict that, Tally or Excel is only for the BCom students, but we do not know. Someone amongst the crowd here would want to do data science. Some of you may want to do digital marketing. We're open for it. yes, you can pick up those career enhancement courses, enroll yourself for it and get certified for it. We do not create any restrictions for you on that. Okay. So these are some of the other career enhancement courses that we're looking at: the chartered accountancy, artificial intelligence and machine learning, SAP, cybersecurity, cloud computing. We also have certain job guarantee programs as well that we are offering for the students, where they will start working. I mean, not working. They may get the offer letter, a pre-offer letter, but when they enroll for the course, and eventually after the completion, they will get a job in that particular company with a very good salary. But that you will know later on, eventually. Now, talking about placements and internships, this is something that we cater to for the college, and we are very happy to share some interesting news with regards to our internships. These are some of the companies that have come so far to recruit our students, and many of them are already being placed. We just have three more students left from our final batch to get placed. So we're very happy about the way the entire placement has happened this year for your final year, for the final year students. I don't know if you would get to meet your seniors, but if you could, it would be great if you could actually have a word with them. Okay, so these are some of the companies that have come and shown interest and taken up our students. And we have a lot more, but then I guess we'll just stick up with this. Okay, I just want to, why we put up this slide is we want you to understand we do not get anything and everything for our students. Okay, so when it comes to placements, we critically look at even the kind of role that the students are being picked up for. Okay, and even when it comes to your remuneration or how it's going to work, we critically look at it. So these are some of the companies that have come, and these are the CTCs that they have been pleased to offer for the undergraduate program in our college. Okay, so we're pretty competitive when it comes to the salary as well. I guess we've been offering them pretty good, and most of your seniors are happy with it. Okay, so this is just for your information, because you need to understand how the placements and internship function in our college here. Okay. Okay, this is just for your information. Some of the students have been placed, and where they've been placed, these are some of the congratulatory courses, which I thought maybe you would have to have a look at it. So this is how we would congratulate our students and give them the feel-good factor, because we are very proud when our students are being picked up and are doing pretty well in the industry, because they are the face, and tomorrow when you go, you might even meet your seniors wherever you'll be working. So that's why we also do this particular congratulatory posters for them as well. Yeah, if you need your poster to come like this in my next session for the batch that's going to come up eventually, you might also have to work very hard on this. Okay, yeah, and I guess we try if we could bring in some of your seniors to come here and share their opinions or how they felt being placed from the college. Okay, campus recruited. We'll try doing that sometime before your orientation gets over. And these are the internship, and we are very happy that almost like not your immediate seniors, the senior to them, almost like 150 students have already been doing their internship, and they've got in really good companies, like they've got it in Flipkart, they've got it with Zolostay, they've got it with ITW, and they have also got it with Scholar, and the other one, Times of India as well. Okay, so we've had really good internship opportunities for students this year with a stipend of almost 15,000. Okay, they're being paid a stipend of 15,000. So that's how they've started with their career, and now they'll be moving on to, they'll be getting into their final placements. So eventually, once they get back from their internship. And these are some of the students who we just wanted to put forth, who got it in Times of India and Zolostay, ITW. So these are some of your seniors whom you will be meeting once they come back after their internship. You can definitely have a discussion with them and ask them how things went on for them. Okay, that's it. All right, and when it comes to placements, we do have certain criteria. Maybe it's too early for me to let you know this, but it's very important that you do not have backlogs. Okay, so it's always nice to tell you certain things which are really important and inevitable for you to run away from. So make sure that you do not have backlogs, make sure that you study pretty fine, and also try to keep yourself updated on what's happening around you. Okay, so we will have a team that will definitely look at your scores, eventually how you've been scoring in every semester, you're on your disciplinary grounds, whether you've been, quite proper in your behavior in college. All these things actually trickle down when we actually look at students for their final placements. Okay, so it's not just marks, it's also your interpersonal skills, the way you are, how you have been participating, because we do not want students only with marks. We want even students who are all round in everything. Yes, and I'm sure that you people also have a vision for yourself, and that is why you have joined this college. So hoping to meet up with all of you soon. So all the very best and welcome to BMS College of Commerce and Management. Thanks.
Okay, I would like to welcome you all on behalf of management, our fellow principal and staff members of the MSCCM to the orientation program of 2021. I am Ramesh, Deputy Director, Physical Education. I am here to say a few introductory words about the sports club, BMSCCM. It is TORC. BMSCCM provides you the platform to showcase your talent in various sports activities listed here, from which you will choose to create a sports career for yourself. I would like to share a few pics which will acknowledge the achievements of our students at BMSCCM. You can see these are the sports activities which we encourage the students to take part in. Majority of the students go with cricket and football. And I would like to come up with other events also. So you can see the list of activities mentioned here: cricket, football, basketball, throw ball, volleyball. Last time we had a throw ball team and volleyball. And we have inter-class tournaments. Normally we conduct with table tennis, badminton, chess, carom. And we would like to have people to take part in athletics as well. and we have swimming, yoga, Zumba, and general physical fitness sessions. And as I said, we have inter-class tournaments organized for the public students. We have few students who have achieved national levels from our college. I would like to announce Mr. Harshit S. and Mr. Pranav Ishwar, who are actually the international swimmers. They have represented India in 10th Asian Group Championship, which is held in 2019, and participated in 73rd Senior National Aquatic Championship. And they have participated in Inter-Club Water Polo Championship, and they have won gold in State Senior Aquatic Championship. And this year, for this batch, we have Savi Surendra, representing under 19 in cricket, and Rishabh Paul, BCCI under 19, who's playing for cricket. So these students have joined for this batch. And we have a dedicated cricket team with us. We have 30 members of players. We train them, and we give them the professional coach on a regular basis, net practice and fitness training, and also practice matches, and where they can participate in any upcoming tournaments. This team also includes players like Bilal Ahmed, represented under 19 international, and Pranav and Ritvik playing for zonal. And now the new selection process will happen, and the newcomers can submit your application for cricket tournaments. And this year we have an additional plan of forming a girls cricket team as well. So I would like to welcome girls also for cricket team. Mind Trick. This is a chess competition held all India level, one every year, and this is one of the most popular event of BMS CCM, gathering close to 100 plus colleges across country with a minimum participation of 500 to 600 students taking part in the event on a single day. Okay, a cash prize of 1 lakh is awarded to the winners of this tournament, and this is the highest prize awarded at this level in any chess tournament ever. The big personalities like Grandmasters of India, Grandmasters of Karnataka have witnessed as the chief guests of this tournament. This event is organized with in association with the UKCA and Mandya Chess Academy, run by Madhuri, the Indian chess coach. We at BMS CCM give equal opportunity to all the students studying here by conducting inter-class tournaments. Like as I told you, like badminton, table tennis, carom, chess, football, and cricket. Okay. And these are the few picks which we had this inter-class tournaments. The first one is a throw ball, and we have cricket, we have played, and then carom, table tennis, and chess. Before I could end up this session, I would like to introduce our physical education trainer. There is a physical instructor, Ms. Bharti, the national medalist athlete who have represented for India and won gold medal in athletics. I would request Ms. Bharti to share a few words about her experience and guidelines to the students. Thank you for BMS for providing me the opportunity to share this information. Thank you, Ms. Bharti.
Thank you, Ramesh sir. Good morning, one and all. My name is Bharati PL. I'm a former international athlete, very proud to be associated with the BMS College of Commerce and Management. I'm a product of BMS College for Women, and I would like to just take a 5 to 6 minutes of yours to just give you a glimpse of how, as a student, I'm also a BCom graduate to start off with. So how I could balance my sports as well as my education. just will give you an introduction of how it all started. Till I could represent India to wear a blazer today. Very proud to be part of an Indian team. So my life as an athlete started when I was 4 years old. My dad, being my coach, he used to pull me to Lal Bagh then when I was 4 years. I have no idea what is happening. And I was made to sit in Lal Bagh no matter what, if it's raining or whatever, because we need to get used to weather from then. It was his plan. He had an idea. He had a vision. I had no idea what was happening. It was third or fourth standard when daily I was made to run from my house to Lal Bagh. It was almost 3 kilometers. And I always had to get boycott. That too, it was mandatory. It was everything was planned. I had no choice because my dad being my coach. So when it was third standard and my dad said there is a race today and it's an open section, no age category. And yeah, all you have to do is like every day, I take you in two-wheeler, you will run beside me. It is just like the Dangal movie. I didn't have a choice at all. So I went to part in that race and I see after it was a 6 kilometer run. Daily I used to train 3 kilometers. So it went on and I finished the race and I happened to see nobody was behind at least for a kilometer. And once I finished, I got to know the taste of this winning, that third standard, because I received a cash prize and the next day there was this newspaper photo come up and that is when the hunger started. Oh, this is why my dad was training me and all. So from third standard onwards, there was no looking back. Fourth, fifth, sixth standard, I participated in national school games. You all know taluk level, district level, then it comes to school state. And then I went to school nationals and there I created a national record in 600 meters. And from then, when I came to 10th standard, that is where everybody stops their activities in sports and decides to go on education. But I managed to come out with 81%, also being the number one in India in 3000 meters at that age. It all happened because it is a discipline, a routine. Like you always get up and brush. I had made it a routine. Morning for me, without a workout, without a practice, I couldn't start my day. So I request all of you here to have this as a routine, not a one-day celebration like Diwali or anything. It has to be a lifestyle you need to inculcate. So it went on for me post 10th standard. I was in college. I joined BMS College for Women, and then onwards it was no age group category. It's an open women's category. My dad said, you know what, you need to increase your, because all over India, all women participants. It is not that only I am struggling. There are many women there who train like this. So I represented India after waiting for almost 10 years from the time I started training. So it didn't happen overtime. So there's a lot of struggle, lot of sacrifice, and that is when in 2004 in Pune, I represented India in a Asian cross country championship. That was my first international event, and post that it went on and on and on. I even played pro ball for India. I've been to China, been to Sri Lanka, and there was a lot of support when I was in college. So that is when I realized, even with BCom being my chosen academic, I could balance. Even when I wanted to be in Indian camps in Patiala and still managed to come back, write my exams. So what I could see that here was in my college, the sports department was always there to help us out with wherever I had left out and help me with the academic part of it. So I have joined recently here in this college, and I would like to share the same kind of experience what as a student I have come across to give you the same kind of service that I can from all that I know. And the just one part of it I want to share is how you are going to balance your education and sports. For me, imagine if I didn't complete my BCom, today I wouldn't be standing here in front of you giving you this speech. Luckily, the sports teacher who was there in college, my dad, everybody forced me to make sure I completed my degree. Because if not, see, after representing India, immediately I got a sports quota railways job in Bombay. I was working as a TC. But because it was in Bombay, at that point of time, it's all about decision and decision making and opportunity. Nobody guided me. So I said, I don't want to be in Bombay. I want to be with my parents. I took a U-turn, came back to Bangalore to be with my parents. I mean, I'm sure I realized sometimes that was a mistake. But then, like I said, because I had a graduation in hand, I could enter one of the corporates. Though I had to learn from scratch, I made it up to team leader in Dell and then in Tesco. It went on almost over a decade of corporate experience I carry. So it wouldn't have happened if I didn't complete my studies. Just because I represent GPTI doesn't mean I shouldn't complete my, because there's always a plan B. If a plan A didn't work, my plan B picked my hand. So on this note, I hope you got something to take back home today, and hope to see you all. I will be here in sports department and looking forward to work with you all. And wish you good luck. Thank you one and all. But I now request Dr. P.T. Sandiman to take it. Okay, like I mentioned earlier in my session, we have with us the VP or Vice President of Team Leads is present here with us along with the team, which is Ms. Rinku, who's the regional head, and Ms. Mrinal, who's the head of placements, and we also have Mr. Venugopal, who's the coordinator. So it's great to have you here with us, sir. So I would like to welcome you, and I request Principal, sir, to kindly welcome, sir. Okay, welcome. I would request Mr. Ramesh to kindly welcome Ms. Rinku. I would request Mr. Manu to kindly welcome Ms. Mona. I would request Mr. Kiran to welcome Ms. Kiran. Like I mentioned in my session that we do have multidisciplinary career enhancement courses that we are working for very intrinsically with you all. So we have Mr. Udit M. Bose here, the Vice President from TVs, who give you more insight on the various kind of dynamics that they work for at the corporate level and with the students. So I request sir to kindly come. Yes, yeah.
Good morning, all. Good morning, sir. Nobody had breakfast. Did you have this? See, you have just started a college life, right? And this 3 years, next 3 years will be the best 3 years in your lifetime. So you have to be energized. You have to be energetic. Because this is the time when you actually will learn many things. School is over. After 3 years, you are going to get into a corporate life if you want to work for some organization, or you will go for higher studies, or you will be a business person. So this is the time when you have to think about yourself, think about what you need to do. When I entered into my college, after 6 months, I said, I will quit. I don't want to continue. Why? Because in past days, there was a concept called ragging. I'm sure this is not there nowadays. And it was terrific. But sometimes later, I found that was also needed. Not the physical part of it, but the conversation, the communication starts happening. So I found 3 C's are very important in your part of life, which starts now. What are the 3 C's? The first C is connect. Many of you don't know each other. Am I right?
Yes.
So you start communicating, you start connecting with them. Understand what they have done in the school. Understand what their positives are. Understand how to build a relationship with another person. This is the first time you are going to get it because people have grown up now. The second thing is you have to communicate freely. In classes, just don't come and attend the class and go. Nowadays, there is social media, you know everything which is happening. Even if you are a BCom student or a BBA student or a BCA student, you know what classes are going to happen. And you can learn by yourself also. So when you come to the class, please start asking questions. In our days, we didn't have this facility. We all learned from books, we all learned from professors, and then we appeared in the exam. Nowadays, even before exam, you know what type of questions to come. The third C is career. You decide what you have to do. You cannot decide it today. But if you talk to people, if you talk to your seniors, then you will understand that you have to start thinking about it very soon. May not be on day 1, but on day 30, you have to start thinking, what am I going to be? How many of you want to work in Google? Raise your hands. Only 1%. Not earlier now. You can. Only a few people want to work in Google. How many of you want to work in Microsoft? That's okay. Anybody can go anywhere. How many of you want to work in Apple? That I like. That is why I like Steve Jobs. See, Microsoft 2 hands or 3 hands. Google also 3, but see, Apple, at least I saw some 7, 8 hands coming up. So you should learn more about Steve Jobs than he is my favorite. Why? He didn't complete graduation. Do you know that? And he created an organization which people love to work for. How many of you are proud to have an Apple phone? Many of you will be. Yeah, I can see. So I know people will be proud to have Apple phones. Why? Why did it happen? How is it different than normal Samsung phones? Because they believe in quality. They believe in their designs. Now, how did it happen? Steve Jobs started this in a garage. He couldn't complete graduation. First year he came out and he started doing his own business. Started thinking of computers. Only one class he liked, that is calligraphy. How to write in a different way. I am sure all of you are using Facebook, all of you are using your computers, laptops. Do you know that when you write in a laptop, you use several fonts? How many of you know that you can use several fonts in a Word or Excel or anywhere? Very good. Excellent team you have. Now, how did it come? Do you know that? It is not Microsoft who designed it. It is Steve Jobs. Microsoft copied it. So, Steve Jobs was a person who saw new things, new opportunities in everyday life. He was thrown out of Apple, 1996. He formed his own organization. That organization Apple had to buy. Came back again to Apple. Started with a new design. Have any of one of you saw Mahatma Gandhi in any advertisement? Any advertisement? Have you ever seen Mahatma Gandhi? Do you know who Mahatma Gandhi is? Oh, very good. Steve Jobs in 1996, when he restarted Apple, because Apple was under bankruptcy at that time, he made many new designs or advertisements in which Mahatma Gandhi was one of the persons there in the advertisements. His photo was put, one corner was written Apple, and in the bottom it was written think different. What do you understand from that? Words made a difference. Apple came back very strongly, not because of Mahatma Gandhi, but because of his concept, because of his good product, and because of his knowledge of computers, where it can go. And he had just used various designs. It's not only Mahatma Gandhi, many people during the earlier days, Martin Luther King, and there were others also whose designs, whose photos were used to put up in various banners and various advertisements, in TV advertisements. People started to watch, what is this? Apple is saying things different. So then he came out with a lot of new ideas. So I will come back from Apple to you. So people have dreams. You all have dreams. Now, but dreams cannot be true until and unless you work towards it. As Bharti mentioned, Bharti, right? Bharti mentioned, discipline is necessary. If you are disciplined, if you are dedicated, if you are committed, things will happen. Her commitment was so high that she went to the national level. If her dad did not take her, she would not have been so, she could not raise her standards. Similarly, in your case also, the standards has to go up. And standards only go up through knowledge, through dedication, through learning. Learning is never dies. Learning happens every day in your life. Continuous learning is necessary. Wherever you are, whatever you are, we learn every day. When I started my career, there was no Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We learned on our own. We didn't go to a coaching center to learn because you know the concepts. Once you know the concepts, definitely you can take it forward. But your dedication and commitment are necessary. Today you are all listening to me. After 3 years when you come out, some of you will go beyond whatever you have thought, whatever you are thinking even today. Second, I'll give you another example of mine. When I passed out, I am an electrical engineer. When I passed out, I was sent to a site, Coal India site. Do you know what is Coal India? Normally, where earlier days coal used to come up, now also that happens. And my boss said, just go there, you manage for 2 days, I will come up on the 3rd day. I was hardly 1 month in the system. I didn't know anything. What was the problem? There was a problem in a transformer. I didn't know what a transformer was. I didn't see any transformer. I learned in the books. Nowadays, you can learn in many things through your internet. We didn't have that facility. When I went there, everybody thought engineer has come, so he will rectify it quickly. And every day, Coal India was suffering a loss of 1 crore because one piece or one equipment was not good. And that was for an auto transformer. That's a transformer that is taking place. Why did it happen that I went there and I was standing dumb? I didn't know what to do. Why? Because I had a bookish knowledge. And this bookish knowledge will take you at some place where you develop your concepts, but your practicals are not there. So I was lucky enough I could find a fault without knowing the entire piece, but that's not part of it. That was because I was lucky. But in your case, you have several advantages. What are your advantages? You pass out as a BCom student. There are other colleges also. In Jain also there are BCom students. How are you different than Jain? How? You go to an organization for an interview. Interviewer says, okay, I have another 20 students who have come here for an interview in BCom. What will you say? How am I different? They studied the same subject, I studied the same subject. That is where your knowledge will come. That is where you have to upskill yourself. You have to think what I can do more apart from my regular studies. You think about programs that are there today, which is not there in your college programs. You Google it, you will get it. I will not talk about any program, but you think what is best for you. What are you going to do? Knowledge always helps. Until and unless you go beyond your regular studies, you are fighting for one position among 1,000 people. The moment an interviewer sees that you have an additional certification or additional program which you have done yourself or through some organization or who are famous for that, if you do that, people acknowledge it. That is where you are being different than others. So think about it from now. I think Dr. Preeti ma'am is here, Principal Sir is also here. You all can take their help. But going forward, remember, dedication, commitment, and discipline. These are the three things which you can take you forward. Knowledge is important. Knowledge doesn't mean only college studies. Knowledge means extra what you know. How do you gather that information? What are you going to do? I have worked in many organizations, and every organization I work in, I face new challenges. It will always happen. Every organization works in a different way. I come with particular experience, but that experience will only be useful if I adapt to the new environment, which means you all have to adapt to the new environments which are coming from tomorrow. And if you have your extracurricular activities going on parallel, it can be in sports, it can be in music, it can be anything, but you have to be different. As Steve Jobs said, think different. You have to act different also. Right? I welcome all of you, and I wish you all the best for the next 3 years. And I am sure some of you I will see in Apple or Steve Jobs or Google or Microsoft or KPMGs and others in the world after 3 years. Some of you will obviously go for higher studies, and some of you will become a business person. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
With the various clubs as well. So,
Very good morning, everybody present here. I, Tejaswini, Assistant Professor and also Program Officer of NSS BMS CCM. Here I am today to introduce you about the National Service Scheme of BMS CCM. To begin with,
I would like to mention a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. He says, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Here is about NSS. NSS is a voluntary association of young people at college, universities, and +2 level. This NSS was inception by Indian government and sponsored by Public Service Program conducted by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports of the Government of India. The scheme was launched in the Gandhiji's centenary year in 1969. The main aim of NSS is stretching a hands towards a needy and helping the community to outgrow. So these are the objectives of NSS. So now you may think why this NSS has been introduced at the college level. The basic idea of introducing NSS at the college level is to bring a sense of responsibility and also gratitude among the students. In order to do all those things, we should do something up. So we have to step out of the house and we should identify what are the needs and the problems a community is facing and how do we provide solution by our knowledge. So these are the few objectives of NSS. So it talks about identify the needs and problems of community and involve in problem solving. The volunteers at NSS will be having a handful of skills and the knowledge, and they will be utilizing their practical application by reaching out to a community. So the other objective is to overall development of students. So NSS volunteers will also learn how to develop their leadership skills and also how to act smart in the times of emergency. Now, we have a question. Why to join NSS? As a human being, we have a general tendency thinking of, do we have any long-run benefit after passing out of a graduation? So many of the certificate courses you may have done, once you pass out your graduation, you will be getting a job placement outside and you will be getting a monetary reward. Then what is the use of joining NSS? So in the long run, you may not get any monetary benefit out of it, but you will get a sense of joy by rendering helplessness services to the society. So this is why NSS is all about. So the program aims to instill idea of social welfare in the students and to provide service to society without bias. So by the end of your graduation, at least you will be in a position to see which is a good for the society and how you act responsible towards a community. NSS and BMS provides you ample of opportunity by taking your ideas and practically implementing towards a well-being of a society. So this is where NSS will be benefiting you. So these are the motto and the logo of NSS. The motto says, not me, but you. The motto believes that development of individual is not possible without a development of a society as a whole. So the NSS motivates our volunteers to upbring their skills towards a development of society. Another side you can look, it's a logo of NSS. So you can see it's a giant wheel which represents the Sun temple at Konark. So it individualizes and symbolizes the different colors you can. So it's a color of blue and a color of red. So it talks about the enthusiastic and energy of the volunteers towards the development of a community. And these are the list of activities we have done in the past academic year, even in the times of pandemic. So here we have listed 12 activities. And we'll just have a brief of the different activities where the NSS volunteers have taken place. So one is about a National Unity Day. This was observed on 31st October 2020. It's also called as Rashtriya Ekata Divas. Our NSS volunteers come up with an idea of why not always thanking our doctors and thanking the hospital people. They also thought of thanking the policemen. So that is, they have tributed as a token of gratitude to the frontline corona warriors. Our NSS volunteers visited nearby localities to their place, visited the different police station, they have provided handmade greeting cards, flowers as a token of gratitude to the policemen. Another one is a constitution. We at NSS provided the different activities on the Constitution Day. So the NSS volunteers have designed here the different posters you can see. This is on the creation of importance of Constitution Day. Another one we have celebrated Republic Day on 26th January 2021 at BMS CW Women's College Ground. So wherein the COVID-19 protocol also formulated, and also this was streamed in YouTube as well. And vaccination awareness program. So here before getting a vaccination, everybody must be aware what is this vaccination is all about. We are all been knowing when is this COVID-19 ends up, but we don't know what is a vaccination for it. So volunteers has created and designed a poster when to get a vaccination, how to get registered for getting a vaccination. So this was on April 27th, we have organized. After that, we have created a webinar by educating the volunteers and all the students and the staff members about getting the awareness of COVID-19 vaccination and how one can be very responsible towards a COVID-19. So here we had two different speakers from the eminent field. We had Dr. G.S. Kumar, and he was a homeopathic doctor. Speaker 2 is Ms. Anusha K. She was a TV host and anchor. We also had a World Environment Day celebration. We have done it in a very unique way this time. So since that was a lockdown situation, we were not able to go outside and create an awareness towards society. So what we have planned, we have created a different team called Selfie Campaign. NSS volunteers at their home place, they have planted a sapling, you can see in the image. So in their nearby places, they have planted a sapling and educated their neighbors about what is the World Environment Day and how they can protect the environment even without going outside. So other one is about best of waste competition, best out of waste competition. So this is related to the FLAIR activity, intra-cultural activities created at the BMS Amongst that, one of the activity we have done, so that is creation of best out of waste competition. Here, all the students from the different streams made the best out of waste by utilizing their home utensils, wasted, and all those things. And we also had an International Yoga Day. This was observed on 21st of June, 2021. So this was between in the morning session, and this was Miss Vibha, who was a yoga trainer, and this was completely streamed online. And we also had the Independence Day recently celebrated in the month of August 15. And here the NSS volunteers also took oath about their contribution. These are the few glimpses of the images. And these are the upcoming activities for the next academic year, for this current academic year. That's about the blood donation, Diwali celebration, National Pollution Control Day, No Tobacco Day, campus visit, camp visit, and Women's Day. And we are the faculty coordinators. I myself, Tejaswini, we have Mr. Vivek, assistant professor, and we have Ms. Harshita, assistant professor. We are the one who help you with the ideas, and we also guide you how possibly we can contribute to the society. To end with, I'll conclude by mentioning a quote of Aristotle. He says, educating the mind without education, the heart is no education at all. Thank you. If you have any queries, please do ask.
Thank you, Tejaswini ma'am. Now we have Rotaract Club, BMS College of Commerce and Management.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Swati, Assistant Professor from the Department of Commerce and Management. So, to introduce you to the Rotaract Club of BMS CCM. Firstly, have you guys heard of the word Rotaract, Rotary? Heard of this anyone? No? Okay, so firstly, let me tell you what Rotary is. So it's an international organization wherein people from business and other professions come together so that they can provide humanitarian services and create peace around the world. So this is something like the NSS that you just saw about, wherein you do service to the society. So this is an international organization called the Rotary. Now I just said Rotaract Club and then I said Rotary. What is Rotaract? What is Rotary? What is the difference? Might be a question on your head. So to tell you what the difference is, Rotaract is an organization of people between the age group of 18 to 30. Okay, so the major difference between a Rotary and a Rotaract is the age factor. So 18 to 30 young adults like all of you will be. So that is the age group for Rotaract, and anybody above the age of 30 will be a part of the Rotary organization. So how many Rotaract clubs do we have? We have a total of 7,500 clubs with 1,75,000 members and adding to it. And it is spread across 156 countries in the world. And what is our club? Our club is called as District 3190 Rotaract BMS CCM. Okay, so this is our club and it is an institution-based club because we are an institution. And we are sponsored by an organization called Rotary Bangalore Junction, which is the head of our Rotary club. So we did some activities during the previous academic year, although there was a pandemic. This club started in the previous academic year and we have conducted some activities. Here are a list of activities that we did. Firstly, we had an icebreaker session. So an icebreaker session is basically a team building session wherein all the new members get to interact with each other. So this was done online because of the pandemic, as you all know. During the first wave, we had this online so that at least the students, the new members can get to interact with other members of the club. Then we had a Rangoli competition conducted, and this too was done online. Although online, what we did was we asked the students to put Rangolis and send pictures. It was live streamed on Zoom. So that even during the pandemic, we can keep the students enthusiastic and energetic and be participative into a lot of activities. Towards the end of the first wave of COVID, we conducted a mask distribution drive so that we can and make them aware about how important it is to wear a mask, and also we handed over some masks to them. So it majorly consisted of street vendors and other people to create an awareness among the general public. Here's a short video showing you the details of, pictures from the mass distribution. That was like a short video with pictures from the mass distribution. Moving ahead, we had a e-quiz, that is an online quiz during the second pandemic to create awareness about International Childhood Cancer Day. So this quiz was conducted again using Google Forms. And we had a charter installation. What is this? This is for the members who joined the board, the Rotary board of BMS CCM. So we had an installation done for them. And then there are some activities which are organized by other Rotary clubs across the city, which include breaking business barriers by Rotary Bangalore Junction, income tax filing by Rotary Bangalore Junction, Scoop the Hoop, district president and secretary meet, money management, and cultural swap. So these are like other activities which are organized by other clubs, and our students actively participate in that. So it's like you get to have a lot of fun and learn a lot through all these activities. We also had e-Pictionary, wherein we did an online Pictionary game and everybody participated in. That was another fun event. Coming to the major event that was done by Rotary. So we had this RILA, an event called RILA, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, wherein we had a 2-day session with different speakers coming in and giving us a lot of insights on various topics like leadership webinar, a yoga session, a talk on animal welfare, and then a Zumba session, how important public speaking and entrepreneurship is, and also a MasterChef session. We also had an exclusive session on public speaking, now that you all know how important communication is. So this too was a session which was conducted through Zoom. And we celebrated the Hiroshima and Nagasaki Peace Day at St. Joseph's Indian High School, wherein our students participated and did a mime showing the events which had happened during the Hiroshima and Nagasaki the event. So that got a standing ovation, and that was a very special moment, proud moment to our college. We had a CPR training session organized by Manipal hospitals, wherein they trained our students to support the causes. Also, we had club official training session. This is for the board of members who were a part of the board in the conducted by the Bangalore Junction. We have periodical zonal meetings which keep happening, wherein all clubs get to meet each other and discuss ideas, discuss further plans and events. And we also have our students who have passed out of the college representing the district level Rotary in Bangalore. So we have Lalita Deepak, Anusha S. Iyengar, and Ritik, who are a part of our organization and now representing the Bangalore District Club. These are some tentative projects that we have: self-defense drive, an educational trip for children from schools and orphanages, a Rota fair, a startup incubator sessions, and art or craft DIY sessions. These are what we have planned for the upcoming academic year. The faculty coordinators for this is Mr. Vivek sir, Assistant Professor, Ms. Tejashwini ma'am, Assistant Professor, and I, Swati. Thank you. Anybody who wants to join can contact one of us, and you can also feel free to reach out to us for anything. Thank you. Thank you, Swati. Now we have Finance Club, BMS College of Commerce and Management.
Good morning, one and all. How are you all doing today? Great. I can just hear one person saying great. How are you all doing today? Great. So we've got some good sessions lined up since morning, and you've heard a lot about communication. I think that's one major criteria for you to launch yourself into any sort of a domain which you're looking at. Trust me, guys. So welcome to Finance Club, and I'm Mr. Vivek, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management. I'll be walking you through a couple of slides with respect to what Finance Club does all about. Now, can I have just one question, if I could ask you? How many of you are aware of cryptocurrency? Isn't it? I can just see. Yeah, it's in the press. Yes. How many of you know what's happening with the stock market? You have a lot of IPOs coming in. For the past 1 year, you have a lot of IPOs lined up. Which is the most awaited IPO? Zomato is already done. Ola, LIC, yes, LIC, Flipkart, anything else? LIC is one which is the most awaited IPOs. Now, why am I asking all of you these questions? You will have to definitely be, completely aware of your current affairs. So, under the guidance of our principal sir, Professor Pankaj Chaudhary and Dr. Manu sir, so we have started this finance club with the inception, with the idea that you must all be aware of the current affairs. You must be aware of everything that's happening in and around the world in the world of finance. That's going to give you a lot of edge. You heard about Apple, about Microsoft. How do you even know about all these brands? You definitely will have a story. You definitely have a case study about all these brands. So through our club, we will definitely be talking more about these brands. So that you get to know how these popular brands incepted. As I just mentioned, we have our core faculty members. We also have Kumala ma'am as well. And you will have your student coordinator. So we will definitely be talking more about the student election that happens later on. So you will definitely see posts available for your finance club as well. We definitely have few interesting, performances and events that's been conducted in the past as well. You definitely have workshops, case studies, and you have various courses that comes up. You already heard them. So in association with the corporate communication department, you will have a lot of these activities coming up. Just a few snapshots of what you've seen in the past. You can see a few investor education initiatives by popular brands, by L&T mutual funds. How many of you have heard what a mutual fund is or looking forward to? Yes, anyone's already started investing, by the way? I can see one hand. Okay, a few hands going up. So definitely you will learn a lot in this 3 years into a lot of these concepts into the world of finance. So one of a very popular activity that happens during the interclass competitions is mock stock. So just similar to your investments, your investment patterns, and the kind of available opportunities, we tend to have a virtual scenario created so that you guys can learn a lot of these. And this is just a few snaps of what's happened in the past. How many of you have ever had a hang of Dalal Street? Okay, all of you have some idea of Dalal Street. You would have definitely seen how crowded it would be, and that was something how it was when we had one such session in the past. So we will also be having few workshops happening as well, where you can see a lot of eminent speakers coming in, conducting workshops for you on various personality developments as well in association with your corporate communication department. One of the recent or the past year, the kind of agenda which we had was to launch a bulletin. Now, the reason I started with the communication is one of your major, I would say a skill is something even into your written communication skills. So keeping this in mind, we launched the Phoenix Bulletin into the world of finance with varied topics happening in and around the world in the recent past. So you will see a topic on the US elections that happened last year. That was the first volume. We had the Indian pharma and COVID-19 vaccine. So you will be working as a part of a team that will be designing these bulletins through which you will gain a lot of exposure towards information. All of you know you have Google at your fingertips, but do you know what exactly you need to search for? So that's very important. So, so far we have covered up with 4 volumes of bulletins, and how many of you are watching the current IPL? Okay, please do take 5 minutes and visit our official website, bmsccm.ac.in. You will find a very interesting bulletin on the finance aspect of IPL. Please do go back and read through this. You're going to find yourself into a zone where you're going to have interesting facts. How many of you have heard of unicorns? How many unicorns do we have as of today? Since I see a few of your hands. Any idea? Please do go back and check that today. So you have a recent volume on the unicorns, which you can find this as well on the website as well as your college library. Please do visit. You have 3 years time. You can definitely acquire a lot of knowledge, and your library is one important source. So one of you looking to where you access this, you can visit the college website and you can go to the facilities, and you will definitely find the Phoenix bulletin out there. Okay, so a few tentative events that we have planned out for this year is something that's there on the screen. You can definitely have a lot of debates. Like when I say cryptocurrency for an example, you can definitely have a debate. How many of you say cryptocurrency is good? Yes, no? How many of you say cryptocurrency is not good? See, so you definitely have these varied, kind of information, and you can definitely discuss, debate, and that's going to be something which is going to improve your communication, number one, and it's going to help you gain a lot of knowledge on what's happening around the world. So we will have a lot of these in-house events, which could be group discussion or a debate, or writing these articles. Definitely through these bulletins, you can definitely fine-tune your written communication skills. You will definitely have guest lectures. You will definitely have workshops. Along with that, we are welcome for a lot of ideas from your end as well. I would leave you with this one last quote, which is the best investment you can make is an investment into yourself, which says the more you learn, the more you buy. Thank you so much.
Now we have Tech Lab BMS College of Commerce and Management.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Okay, myself here from research department. Okay, I'm taking care of the tech club. If you talk about the technology, see, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of technology? Anyone? What is technology? See, we are using the PPT, right? We are using the mic, right? This is also technology, right? See, nothing but what is the technology? Basically, don't know. No one. Yeah, something. The things are making easier for the human beings. See, if you want to take a bath, switch on the geyser, automatically you'll get a hot water. If you want to wash your clothes, okay, put all the clothes inside the drum, switch on, automatically it will wash and it will keep. See, to make the things easier, okay, we are undergoing the technologies. Okay, the technology means only to make the things easy and to understand the fundamentals of the problem. That's it. See, if I want to talk in this mic, okay, I need to switch on. That is also a technology. If I want to present something, okay, I need to switch on the projector. That is also technology. See, to understand the fundamental disciplines of that particular program, okay, or problem, okay, we can say it as a technology. See, we started this tech club, okay, used to call Innovative Hub. See, in this particular club, okay, we are going to discuss the different kind of innovative ideas. Okay, the students will come up with the different ideas. We'll go through that ideas. Okay, we'll do the SWOT analysis. What is the strength, weakness? Okay, where we can put the technology, and we are writing the requirements of that particular problem or a project. If it is really helpful for the users, okay, we are going to take up that particular project or any problem. See, we have the club members. Okay, it is myself, Kiran Kumar Emman, okay, BCA department. Rupashri, okay, she is assistant professor, BCA department. Deepak, okay, assistant professor, BCA department. Dhanush Rao, okay, is a club secretary. He's from a BBA second year. And Aditya Yamgowda is the assistant secretary. Okay, he's also from a BBA. So we used to conduct the guest lectures, okay, related to your program. Okay, this is one of the most important thing for the BCA department students. Okay, BCA students. See, why we need to learn programming? See, when BCA students will go after a graduation, okay, they need to build an application with the programming technologies only. Okay, C, C++, Java, .NET. So for that only, we are going to create awareness. Why we are going to learn this particular programming language? What is the purpose of learning that? How we are going to use that? Okay, that we are going to discuss in this particular session. Okay, we have organized one guest lecture also. Mr. Amarnath, okay, who is the associate professor of college, okay, that delivered the session with us. And also we have conducted one webinar. Okay, it is related to a data science. Okay, how we are using the data science, how the data science technologies are going to utilize in the aspects of aerospace that we have discussed in that particular webinar. And we have also discussed the applications, how we are going to use the applications, what is the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning, okay, related to the data, aerospace, okay, that we have discussed in that particular. Okay, this is a picture of that. And this is a regular session, okay, inside the nothing but in the inter-class for BCA students. Okay, in the first sessions, okay, we are going to discuss about the importance of algorithm flowchart. Okay, we can learn the programming. Okay, we can implement the application. Okay, mobile application, whatever application. Okay, before everything, okay, you should have the requirement of the particular problem. Okay, when I'm going to design the requirements of the particular problem, okay, you should be capable enough to draw the flowchart as well as the algorithm. Then only the product will come in a good shape. Okay, that is a compulsory for a BCA students. Okay, this is the inter-class lecture. So we also conducted some activities in a flight. Okay, the photography competition, debate, okay, towards the technology, and we organized a Weibo and a Techistat. So these are the posters of Weibo on the Techistat. So and also we have designed and we have printed the college calendar, okay, of 2020. Okay, and also we have created the tabletop. Okay, it is purely designed and printed by the Tech Lab. So we have some upcoming events, okay, related to IoT. This is not only limited to BCA students, okay. The BCom students and BBA students also can take a part in this particular webinars, guest lectures, and as well as in the club. See, these two are very important events. Okay, we are going to do in upcoming days. Okay, one is IoT, Internet on Things. Okay, now, okay, maybe you can see you are controlling your electrical bulb through Alexa. Alexa, switch on the bulb means okay, it will switch off the bulb. Switch on the bulb. Okay, if you say Alexa, play a song, okay, it will play. Okay, how technologies with the technology, how we are going to control the electrical tools. Nothing but maybe that is your tube lights, that may be your internet, okay, anything, whatever the electrical items, okay, you are going to use at home, okay, you can control over the phone. Okay, based on that concept, okay, we are planning to build an mobile applications. Okay, then upcoming days, okay, we are going to do that. And one more, this is a very mini project, okay, we are planning to do that. Okay, that is how we are going to lock nothing but a door. Okay, we have that that physical lock is there. Now we are planning to implement the automatic door lock. Nothing but that is a fingerprint as well as the password. Okay, we are planning to enable. Okay, that is there in the upcoming event that we'll see. And also we are going to introduce the mat lab. Okay, and its application in the upcoming days. Thank you. If you want to join a tech club, okay, just you scan this QR code, okay, you'll be a part of the tech club.
BMS College of Commerce and Management ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘದ ಹೆಸರು ಅನಿಕೇತನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘ. ಅನಿಕೇತನ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಪದವನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕೇಳೇ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ. ಏನ್ ಅನಿಕೇತನ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? ಓರನ್ನ ಚೇತನ ಆಗುನಿ ಅನಿಕೇತನ ಅಂತ ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧವಾದಂತ ಸಾಲಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸಾಲಿನಿಂದ ಪ್ರೇರಿತವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅನಿಕೇತನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಇಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಅನಿಕೇತನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಗೆಗೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪೂರ್ವಾಗ್ರಹಗಳನ್ನ ಒಡೆದು ಕಟ್ಟುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಮೂಲ ಧ್ಯೇಯವನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕನ್ನಡದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘದ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ ಧ್ಯೇಯೋದ್ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಕುರಿತಾದಂತ ಈ 21ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಷೆಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದುಳಿತಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಗೆಗಿನ ಅರಿವನ್ನ, ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಬಗೆಗಿನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯನ್ನ, ಒಲವನ್ನ ಮೂಡಿಸುವಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಧ್ಯೇಯವನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಜೊತೆಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಪರವಾದಂತಹ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದ ವಿವಿಧ ಭಾಷಾ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತೇಜನ ಮತ್ತು ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನ ನೀಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೃಜನಶೀಲವಾದಂತಹ ಬರಹಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅನಿಕೇತನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಮತ್ತು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಸದಸ್ಯರನ್ನ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವರ ಮುಂದಾಳತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಇತರ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನ ಆಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘ 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾದ ಮೊದಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮೌಖಿಕ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಮರುಚಿಂತನೆ. ಮೌಖಿಕ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನಪದ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ. ಕಣ್ಮರೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಈ ಜನಪದ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನ ಈಗಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡುವಂತ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲಸಗುಡು ತಂಡ ಮತ್ತು ವಿವಿಧ ತಂಡಗಳು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವು. ಅದ್ರ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಜನಪದದ ವಿವಿಧ ಪ್ರಕಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ವತಃ ಕಲಿತು ಈ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ವಿಚಾರ. ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೆಯುವಂತ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯಾನ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯಾನ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಸಾಕ್ಷ್ಯಚಿತ್ರ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವಾಗಿತ್ತು. BGL ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇವರು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ, ಚಿಂತಕ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಹಿತಿ. ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯು ಕೂಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಒಲವನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯಕ್ಕೂ ಹೇಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನದಟ್ಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನಂತರ ಇತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಂತ ಇತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಪಠ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಇನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಮರ್ಪಕವಾಗಿ ಮನದಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡುವಂತ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾಟಕಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ನಾಟಕಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತೇಜನವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ನಾಟಕಗಳು ಶೋಕಚಕ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಕುಕ್ಕಟ ಸಲಹೆ ನಾಟಕಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ವಿವಿಧ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಬರವಣಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನ ತಾವು ತೊಡಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಾದಂತ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘ ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಜಾಕಿ, ಬರ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆ, ಟೆಕ್ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು, ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ, ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಕಾಲಘಟ್ಟದ 21ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದ ಒಂದು ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಕಾಲಘಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನ ಬಳಸಬಹುದು, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬರವಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ವಿಚಾರದ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗಳನ್ನ ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇನ್ನು ಕವನ ವಾಚನ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ಪೋಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ನು ಈಗ ಈ ಸಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಲಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ, ಈಗ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಜಾನಪದ ಜಾತ್ರೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾತ್ಮಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಾನು ನವಚಿಗುರಾಗಿ ಹಳೆಯ ಬೇರಿನ ನಂಟು ಬಿಡದೆ ಹೊಸತನವನ್ನು ಕಾಣುತ್ತಾ ಹೊಸ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಡೋಣ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಎಂಬ ಆಶಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ನಡ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿ ನಾನು ಆಶಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಈ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. BMS College of Commerce and Management. शुभ मध्याह्नः. अहं डॉक्टर गीता अस्मि. अत्र BMS कॉलेज मध्ये सहायक प्राध्यापिका अस्मि. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ. ಈ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹುಶಃ PUC ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೈಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಭಾಗವು ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸಂಘವನ್ನ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಸುರಭಾರತಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸಂಘ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾವು ಏನೇನ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೊದಲಾಗಿ ಈ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೀತಾ, ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆಗಿ ಸುದರ್ಶನ್ NS ಅಂತ, ಡೆಪ್ಯೂಟಿ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆದರ್ಶ್ ಅಂತ, ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೆಪ್ಯೂಟಿ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಹರಿಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ. ಇವರು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. ಇವರು ಈ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಘದ ಧ್ಯೇಯ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ ತಲೆಗೆ ತಂದಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಕಲಿತೀರಾ, ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಲಿಕೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನದ ವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಅಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದೂ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ, ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್, ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ತೋರಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಒತ್ತಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಘದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ. ನಾವು 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವಾಗಿ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆಯನ್ನ ಆಚರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು ವ್ಯಾಸ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಗುರು ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಟೀಚರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸಂಘದಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅವರೇ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ನಂತರ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಆಯೋಜಿಸ್ತಾರೆ BMS ಕಾಲೇಜ್. ಅದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಾ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಯೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್. ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ರು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಇದದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಅದು ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಕಾಭಿನಯ ಗ್ರಹಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಂಸರಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಡಂಸರಾಟ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಮಹಾಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಭಿನಯ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇತ್ತು. 15 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ತುಂಬಾ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಸಿತ್ತು ಆ ಡಂಸರಾಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್. ಇದು 2ನೇ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. 3ನೇದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತೋತ್ಸವ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾರಿಗಾರ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಯಾವ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ? ಯಾರಿಗಾರ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಶ್ರಾವಣ ಮಾಸದ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆ ದಿನ, ಫುಲ್ ಮುಂಡೆ ಶ್ರಾವಣ ಮಾಸದ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆ ದಿನ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ದಿನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷತೆ ಇದೆ. ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಇನ್ನು 2 ವಿಶೇಷತೆ ಇದೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು? ಐಡಿಯಾನೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಯಾರಿಗೂ? ರಾಖಿ ಹಬ್ಬನೂ ಅವತ್ತೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ದಿನೋತ್ಸವ ದಿವಸನೇ ರಾಖಿ ಹಬ್ಬನೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸನೇ ಯಜುರುಪಕರ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರಿಗಾರ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಉಪಕರ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ದಿನೋತ್ಸವ ದಿವಸನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 3 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆ ವರ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2019 22ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಾವು ಆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ದಿನೋತ್ಸವನ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ NS ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ YS ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ PU ಬೋರ್ಡಿನ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೀತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲಾಗಿ ವೇದ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು, ನಂತರ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಕೆಲವಾರು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ನ ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೀತು. ನಂತರ 2020 ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳು ಸರಿ ನಡೀಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಯಾರು ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಹುಡುಗರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಸೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಛಲ ಇತ್ತು. ಇದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತೋತ್ಸವ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತೋತ್ಸವ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಜಯಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಜಯಂತಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಕ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ. ರಾಮಾಯಣದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ವಿಸ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವಾಗ ಸುಮಾರು 180 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ವಿಸ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ 8 ಜನ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರು, ಓರಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, 3 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬಂತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನಂತರ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? 26th ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಒಂದು ನಾನೀಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಶ್ರಾವಣ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆ ದಿವಸ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಅಂತ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತೋತ್ಸವ. ಹಾಗೆ ಗೀತಾ ಜಯಂತಿ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಡೀ ನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಐಡಿಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ್ದು ಮಾರ್ಗಶಿರ ಶುದ್ಧ ಏಕಾದಶಿ. ಮಾರ್ಗಶಿರ ಮಾಸದ ಏಕಾದಶಿ ದಿನ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಜಯಂತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ತಾನೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ? ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ? ಅಬ್ಬಾ ಸದ್ಯ ಯಾರು ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಗುಡ್. ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅರ್ಜುನನಿಗೆ ಉಪದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ವಿಚಾರ 700 ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಜಯಂತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಬಂದು ವೇದ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗು, ಇನ್ವಿಟೇಷನ್, ಗೀತಾ ಜಯಂತಿ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸರ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಜಯಂತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯ ಇತ್ತು, ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ. ಇದೊಂದು ರಾಮ ರಾಮರೇ ಒಂದು ಹಾಡಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಹಾಡನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇವರು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಹೇಳು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳು ಪಾರ್ಥ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿತ್ಯನೋ ಹುಡುಗ ಹಾಡ್ ಹಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಯೋಗ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಉರಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಉರಿ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ನೈಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಹಾಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕೋರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನ ಹಂಚಿದ್ವಿ. ಒಂದು ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಇದ್ದ. ಆ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಲ್ವಾ, ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎರಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು 11 ನಿಮಿಷ. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಹುಡುಗರು. ಸುಮಾರು 30 ಹುಡುಗರು 28 ಹುಡುಗರು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳೆಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಹುಡುಗರು, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಹುಡುಗರು, ಹಿಂದಿ ಹುಡುಗರು, ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಹುಡುಗರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಭೇದಗಳನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಬೇಡ. ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಂಗೆ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಟೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ವೈಕುಂಠ ಏಕಾದಶಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಜನವರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಶಿವರಾತ್ರಿ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಶಿವಪುರಾಣದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಪಿಪಿಟಿ ಬಂದಲ್ಲ, ಪಿಪಿಟಿ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ರಾಮನವಮಿ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್. ರಾಮನವಮಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಮಂತ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್. ಚೈತ್ರ ಮಾಸದ ನವಮಿ ಅವತ್ತು ರಾಮನವಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಾರ ಒಂದು ರಾಮನವಮಿ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಟೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದು. ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಲೀಗ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಂಥೂಸಿಯಾಸಮ್ ಇಂದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರ ತರನೇ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ತರನೇ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಂಥೂಸಿಯಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಸಂಘ. Can you say yes? Can I voice off? Okay, thank you.
Now we have Reading and Literary Club and Red Cross BMS College of Commerce. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Respected principal sir, dear faculty member, and my dear students. My name is Pratibha Singh, and I'm the faculty coordinator for Reading and Literary Club. The club name is Prometheus. Okay. My club name is Prometheus. Now, you all are thinking, what is Prometheus? So I'm just going to explain you. The name Prometheus is a reference to Prometheus, a Greek titan who stole knowledge from the Greek god and passed it on the common people. We choose the name Prometheus for a literary and reading club as it perfectly represented the goal of our club. For us, Prometheus is a platform where we can meet to read and write, discuss social, political, and moral issues, and express ourselves freely. The quest for expression is what led us to the idea of Paperphilia, a newsletter which would serve as a weekly voice for us, by us. So it's a newsletter which I'm going to show you the picture, which our students only created, and their ideas in this include. The Paperphilia is a newsletter of BMS CCM, a newsletter which would serve as a voice for us, by us, and series of brainstorming sessions. Later, we were ready with the content and outline of our newsletter. In this, message from the chairman and principal sir is included.
world news and fun facts, opportunities we gave to our students to show their creativity, and students' achievements also included in this, and events, many events, whatever we conducted in our college, we gave all the information in this newsletter. So here in the library, all the volumes is given. You can, once you join the college, once you start coming to the college, you can go to the library, read the newspaper. This newsletter, it will give you idea how you can show your talent or creativity for the future event. Okay.
It is also there on the website.
Yeah, and it is also on our website, so you can go there also. You can visit. You can get all the volumes there. This is the event which we conducted in our college campus. That was Flair. It's an extra intercollegiate cultural and management extravaganza, which provides the students a platform to showcase their talent. It helps the students to step out their comfort zone and provide a spotlight for their hidden talent. In this, we included word bingo, Model United Nations, and improvisers. Let me explain what is word bingo and Model United Nations. So word bingo was an interesting play on the game bingo, which tests the vocabulary of the participants. So we conducted these events in our college, and Model United Nations in this, this was conducted by a club, was on the basis of the certain issues which was dealt and debated by the delegations of our countries represented by the participants. And improvisations are skit or act in which the student improvises a situation. So these are the events which we conducted during the club activities. Then this is the Samskriti event. In that, students also participated while these events like air crash, war of words, and fire. So these are the pictures for of the events, and we conducted workshop on the skill up, and theater workshop also we conducted under this club. Then we presented to the students a short film, okay, and they wrote the review after watching that short film. They were supposed to review the short film of their perspective, and one of the movie screening was the imitation game, and the other meet and greet the street of Viripuram. So, and other events we conducted online because of the pandemic. Then we are planning to do in future quiz related to the current affairs, especially current affairs will be on the newspaper, because we gave you all newspaper day one principles are addressed you all that you have to read newspaper, and we are going to conduct quiz on the basis of that. Then competition on creative writing, personal essays, poetry, and picture essays will be there. Books, film review writing, pop culture, and printing films. We are planning to conduct all these events once the semester will start this session. Then photo essays will be there, and food review. So many more events will come. You all participate with full enthusiasm and zeal. That will great help for us, and you people enjoy. Then the part ahead is the future of this club depends on you, the students. We need to be an active participant in the club activities and workshop. Make use of the opportunities given. So one day you will be one to create the opportunities for others. Be the change that you want to see in the world. This is our club logo. And with this word, I would like to say thank you and welcome you all in this college, and try to join this club, reading and literacy club, that Prometheus. I would like to take your two more minutes to explain about my Youth Red Cross Society. It's a unit of BMS College of Commerce and Management, and I'm the faculty coordinator for this particular unit. So I just want to give you a brief introduction about the Red Cross, Youth Red Cross Wing. So Youth Red Cross wing of BMS College of Commerce and Management is a constitute of Indian Red Cross Society, Karnataka, a group movement organized at the initial stage for students between 18 to 25 years of age. We in our college have a Youth Red Cross wing. Why you should be a member of Youth Red Cross Society or wing? As you all are youngsters, and we all know that future of the nation lies in the hands of the youngsters. So the hope of every nation in the world is young people. We in our institution prepare our students to be caring citizens so that they have an opportunity to touch the lives of the needy and the helpless. We try to make the difference in our students through the Youth Red Cross Society. Once you go and work with on the ground level, once you help the poor and needy people, you will realize and you will find change in you. So that's the reason we want all of you to participate in these kinds of events, whatever it's NCC, NSS, Red Cross. So you understand your responsibility towards your society, right? So that's the reason we are running these programs. We expect all of you join with full enthusiasm. Now, activities of the Youth Red Cross members. Three cardinal principles encompasses all Youth Red Cross activities: promotion of health and life, service to sick and the suffering, and promotion of national and international friendship to develop the mental and moral capacities of the youth. Then in our college, we conducted the program, orientation program on Youth Red Cross unit. And we conducted the slogan writing, capsule writing, poster making competition on the World Environment Day. We conducted program, we conducted webinars. So a lot of events we are conducting. Even we have to do a lot of work on ground level. That's why, just as I said, I'm planning for many outreach programs. In that, you all go to and help the poor and needy people. And we are trying to conduct one program on blood donation. So these are the plans which we are expecting. Once the students will come to the campus, then only we can do that. These are the programs which it is not possible online. We have to go and work with these people. Then only you can realize the importance of your responsibility towards your society. Now, BMS College of Commerce and Management promotes humanitarian principle and values. We, through our activities of your YRS unit, inculcate in our students humanitarian action based on the fundamental principle of Red Cross Society, which include protection of life, health and human dignity, respect for others, and acceptance of responsibility to help others without discrimination based on nationality, gender, belief, class, and political opinion. With this note, I would like to say thank you to all and welcome you all once again.
We now have ECEL and REDC of BMS College of Commerce and Management.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Can anybody tell me or any wild guesses as what the E-cell of BMS CCM comprises of? Could anybody guess? What do you think this cell is all about? Nobody's able to guess? Yes, can you tell me? Yes, very good. It's all about entrepreneurship. So the E-cell comprises of or is called the Entrepreneurship Cell of BMS College of Commerce and Management. This cell was started in the last year. And this is a very new cell that has been incorporated in our college. And the purpose of this college is basically to bring in the passion of students who would like to be entrepreneurs. I'm sure a lot of you would want to be entrepreneurs after your degree or your post graduation, where you would want to set up your own institutions or your own organizations. So we are trying to bring in the entrepreneurial culture into our institution. That's the note with which this cell was brought into existence. So what is the mission and vision of our cell? Here, we're trying to provide an outlet for the entrepreneurial zeal in you as kids or as students of our institution to bring in the creativity and to create future leaders of business organizations. Moving on to the vision, we want to create a platform for all the enthusiastic entrepreneurs as well as the leaders in you, where you could bring in your innovative ideas and you could start your own organizations, you could have your own startups. In the aim of the new challenges that you're going to face in the ever changing world. So our e-cell comprises of the following wings to enable them to function effectively. So these were the different arms in the e-cell that we had. To name them, they were the research and development, promotion outreach, design and tech support, social media and marketing, human resources, and event management. When was this cell founded? Okay, I just told you that it was founded very shortly. And when this cell was founded, we also had a couple of organizations who did partner with us. So our students participated in the NEC, which is a National Entrepreneurship Challenge, and they did really well. So to enable them to participate in this particular competition, they had to undergo a couple of stages or a process. So to enable them to be competitive enough at our college level, we conducted a couple of webinars where we did help them to understand what this particular concept was all about, as to how to start a new organization or to come up with a startup, and how they could prepare a business plan, which is called as pitching the pitch. And we had eminent speakers where we had online webinars because it was during the pandemic. Along with this, we also had the REDC. Now, what does REDC stand for? REDC stands for the Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell. Now, this was an initiation by the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, which was initiated by the Government of India. And this was an initiation which was called as the Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education. So the Government of India felt that when we are talking about entrepreneurship, we should also enable our students to be entrepreneurial centric when it comes to the rural section of our society. So how, as entrepreneurs, you could also help the farmers and the downtrodden people and help them to use your innovative skills, be it launching a new business or the marketing, promotional activities that could be undertaken as to how you promote their products. You have seen a lot of farmers incurring a lot of losses because they don't know how to promote their products. They don't know how to sell their produce. So how you could pitch in there, or how you could initiate there and help them to be successful. So this is a very brief note that I would like to give you with the REDC. Okay, so these were the stages of NEC. I'm not going to go into depth over there. Okay, and our students were very successful and they competed with a lot of colleges at the national level, and they were able to secure, the 6th place, and they were very successful. And these were the achievements of our cell in the process of the competition that they competed with when it came to the NEC. And these were the success stories of our students in the past. Now, looking at the future activities of ECEL as well as the Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell of the BMS College of Commerce and Management, we intend to conduct an inter-class fair where we can help you to have a hands-on experience as to how you could market your products. Okay, so we are planning to have a fair in the college, and we also planning to have a lot of hands-on experience, workshops to be organized for you all. So we have just listed out two of them over here. One could be mushroom cultivation and, probably water testing. Then we're also planning to have a couple of visits. Here we have listed out the Chanapatna toys, or you would also know them as the lacquer toys. Okay, it's a unit where you could learn how to make lacquer toys with soft wood. Okay, so you could find them in the market here, so you would know what is the cost at which these entrepreneurs are making and at what price it is made available here in Bangalore. Okay, so there's a lot of difference between the cost at which it is being produced and the price at which it is being sold. Okay, so that could be looked at. Okay, you could also be looking at many other facets, like you need to be talking about sericulture or and other things over here. So these are some of the activities that we have lined up for all of you in this academic year. A warm welcome to all of you to the BMS College of Commerce and Management, and I hope to work with all of you in the near future. Just to name the coordinators of both these cells, in the REDC cell, we have Principal Sir, we have Dr. Preeti Ma'am, we have Dr. Manu Sir, Kiran Sir, Sandeep Sir, and myself coordinating for REDC. And from the E cell, we have Mrs. Nagasindhu, Ms. Amina, and I would be coordinating for the E cell as well. Thank you so much, and all the best for your future endeavors.
Now we have Cultural Club, BMS College of Commerce and Management. Good afternoon. So I'm here to just introduce you to the cultural club. So you heard to all the various clubs that we have at BMS College of Commerce and Management. So coming to okay, so cultural club is one of the most active and the lively club of the college. So presently the cultural secretary is Nidhi from the third year. So you will meet her around when we be having our cultural activities that are going to happen. So even the pandemic did not stop us from having various cultural activities. So we had everything on virtual mode, but nothing like having it in offline. So hopefully this year we'll be having it on an offline mode. So we have very interesting fests, and some of the other activities that the cultural club takes care of is the investiture ceremony. So this is something very important that I would like to bring to your notice, which is called the student council election. How many of you have heard of the student council election? In your previous colleges, you must have heard. All right, so that plays a very important role in this college. And that is, once they get elected, the student council has been formed. We have the investiture ceremony where we will actually be giving them a badge and they'll be officially be wearing it and coming. Okay, now what is this investiture ceremony? We have the student council, which comprises of the president of the student council, which will be mostly from the final year. And then you'll have the vice president, who will be from the second year. You'll have the general secretary, who will be from the first year. So your batch gets a chance to contest for the general secretary position of the student council. All right. And then we have the various clubs. So for each club, you'll have a secretary, you'll have a deputy secretary, and you will have an assistant secretary. Okay. So that's not just for cultural, it is for all the clubs, almost like 13 clubs that we have in the college. Each of those clubs will have these three designations been given to the students. Okay. So what we do is the student council actually runs all the clubs along with the faculty coordinators. Okay. So for each club, we have faculty coordinator who will be heading the club, followed by those who will be assisting in the various clubs will be faculties. And then we have the respective secretaries, deputy secretaries, and the assistant secretaries will be from the student body. So you will be representing the students, the rest of your college for each club. All right. So we mostly, I guess, coming months or maybe within a month or two, we will be having the new student council election that will be happening. So you'll be doing a lot of campaigning. You'll be telling, you'll be speaking, you'll be giving your speeches, you'll be going to every class, or you'll join in a group which is contesting. So you'll be knowing how it is going to work. You'll be watching your seniors. So there is a lot of hype. There is a lot of demand that happens during your student council elections. So that is something that we'll be looking at very closely. So the cultural club has been coordinating for the investiture and the student council elections so far. Okay. And all right. And the next thing that you saw there on the slide was the kite flying activity that we had. So that was recently, we had that, I guess that was during the investiture ceremony itself. So followed by investiture, we had a kite flying session activity because during that time we had a festival that was run with, Makara Sankranti. So for that we had this activity and it was really good. So the best kite flying contestant got an award. So that they got a memento and they were given a gift voucher or something. So that was really nice. So what I would like to talk about when it comes to the cultural club, the Tarang Club, is we have two very, very impressive and very intellectual and the most happening cultural fests that happen during the year. One is Flair, which is the Interclass Cultural and Management Fest, which will happen for you people. Okay. So there we will be what happens in Flair and Samskriti is, let me talk about Flair first. All the clubs together contribute for Flair. All the clubs that you heard so far, okay, all the clubs together contribute for Flair. So we will have management competitions, varied, like best manager, debate, talent hunt. We will have various ones you'll eventually know. And then we will have in the evening a cultural extravaganza where all the students from all the different classes will be coming and performing cultural dance. They have dance, they have mime, you'll have fashion show, it's going to be very exciting, and it happens on a very large scale. Okay, so why we give you that opportunity? Because Samskriti, which is the pride of this college, which has begun way back in 2016, it has grown really, really well, and we've had eminent personalities from the industry, film industry, and various colleges. We almost had around 250 colleges participating in our last offline Samskriti before we, locked down ourselves for this the COVID that has been happening for the past 2 years. So, coming to Samskriti, it is going to be an intercollegiate cultural and management fest, which will happen for 2 days. and it's going to happen on a very large scale. So we almost had, like I said, 250 plus colleges, and we had a lot of events running across for 2 or 3 days, right from management to cultural. And we will be having it in an auditorium, but this time, last time we did it in women's college, but this time looks like we need to do in a much bigger place, because the crowd is going to become more, and we're going to have a lot of participation on that. So the last time's Samskriti, we had Shanvi Srivatsa. I don't, how many of you know her? That's nice. Okay, so she was a chief guest along with and prior to that we had, on the same day, we had Ramesh Arvind as well. How many of you know? Yeah. And then we had even Vijay Raghavendra, who was also there. And then we had India's only walking violinist, Dr. Anish, who was also present there to, have a wonderful evening for all the participants and the dignitaries who were present over there. So that was a wonderful evening for us. That was one day. And prior to that, we had a management fest as well, which goes on here as well as in the Women's College, because we usually collaborate with BMS Evening College of Arts and Commerce, where even where our principal sir is also the principal of that college. So we have some faculties here as well, Manu sir and Priya ma'am, who also work at the evening college. So we work together. So 2 colleges together, we do Samskriti on a very large scale. So you will witness it yourself this time, and you will understand the why, because no matter how much I speak, you will not understand it, still you're part of it. Yes. So this is the pride of our college, and Flair is another great extravaganza where you people have to participate, and that happens nothing less than a Samskriti. But the audience is only little limited, because it's going to be only you people, because we want to give you also a platform to come on the stage and dance, because students have told us that we do not get a chance to dance. We are only the host college. So then we have Flair as well, that's happening for all of you. So we want each one of you here to come over and participate in all these events. Okay. So do we have a video to play for them? Something? And this is Samskriti, so you can just have a look at it. That was Nita Chandrasekhar. I think you people must be knowing her. She was also there as one of our celebrities who died of Samskriti. How many of you know all of it? Chaitra. You all know her, Chaitra? How many of you know her? So this was when we did it virtually. This was recently this year that we did it virtually. This is a virtual fair that we conducted for the students of the college. So hopefully the upcoming events will be still going ahead with Flair and Samskriti. Okay, so we will be having an offline Samskriti as well as an offline Flair this year. Yes. And another important thing is we will still be having Freshers Day also. That's going to happen very soon for you. I guess the seniors will be hosting it for you. So eventually you'll hear about the updates from your seniors on this. Okay, so I would encourage each one of you who are present here to join the cultural club. You will be having your student council people coming over to you and speaking to you on the various events that we'll be having. So we would want all of you to participate in it. Okay, so you have fun, because you will not get back these days. As long as you're in college, you can enjoy all these moments and make the best use of it. Do you have any questions? Anything that you would want to ask? Absolutely fine. Okay.